Hello, I'm Veronica Lin, Business and Marketing Strategist from Vermilion Pinstripes. And today I'm interviewing Paul Zalitis, the Aussie Wrapper.
Great to be here, Veronica. I'm Paul Zalitis, the Aussie Wrapper. Looking forward to this interview.
Well, Paul, you do wrapping of houses and it's called vendor financing. Can you tell me what is vendor financing?
Vendor financing is when an investor of the house finances a potential homeowner into a house. This potential homeowner or buyer is referred to as the wrappee. They may have loan issues and challenging getting a loan for whatever reason. Vendor financing is a good method for buyers in that situation to own a house and for the investor to make positive cash flow.
So if I'm an investor and I want to look for somebody to buy the house,
yes,
and I provide vendor financing, that person who is buying the house is called the wrappee.
Correct, that's correct.
And I, as the investor, is called the wrapper.
That is correct.
Okay, I got it.
Beautiful.
So now that I've got the house and I found the wrappee, how much deposit would the wrappee has to pay or raise?
The minimum deposit for the wrappee to have is $15,000, or the more deposit they have is better for the wrappee because that'll bring the loan repayments down.
Okay, so what other payments does the wrappee need to give? For example, legal?
The legal fees is $1,300, and this is the non-refundable fee for the solicitor to draw up the papers for the wrappee so they can go into the house.
So for the wrappee, instead of going to the bank to get the money, I will provide the finances as an investor for them. So how is that different from a mortgage?
It's different from a mortgage because you don't have to go to a bank, you don't have to sign mortgage documents, you sign what they call an instalment contract, and this is all explained in the Aussie Wrapper's Complete Guide on page 64. There's a summary of the instalment contract. So you pay instalments just like a bank, but you pay it to the investor.
How often can I pay?
You pay weekly, fortnightly or monthly.
Okay, so I can choose.
You can choose
how to pay.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So in that case, if I am the bank, how do I know that this is the right wrappee? How do I approve a wrappee?
You approve the wrappee by checking their credit report, their bank statements and their employment, and you also ring their employment and have a talk to the owner of the company or companies that they're working for and really get a feel for the wrappee, how long they've been employed, what they get paid, and you do all the checks you can before you put the wrappee into your house.
And as an investor or even any bank, sometimes the person who loans the money, or in this case the wrappee, might miss an installment. And what's going to happen? What
happens then is, as the wrapper, you get in touch with the wrappee to find out what's happened. Is there a sickness in the family? Has there been an accident? Why haven't they been paying? And you go and talk to the people and work it out. And usually they will make up the payments. If they've missed a payment, they'll make up the payments within the next payment.
Just now you mentioned about the complete guide. What is the complete guide about?
The Aussie Wrapper's Complete Guide is the go-to-woe on how to purchase a house, how to deal with agents, how to talk to real estate agents, how to talk to vendors if they don't want to sell through an agent. And it goes all the way through the process of buying the house, finding the wrappee, advertising the house, right up to the refinance. It is the whole system. It's a hold your hand system, and also you can be in contact with me, not 50 other people. It's a one-on-one with myself. If there's any problems, you can contact me through the Aussie Wrapper's Complete Guide.
So you're like a mentor.
I am a mentor, and I love being a mentor, and I love helping people through the whole process.
So the advantage of that is for a property investor to make positive cash flow, like you say.
Yes.
Through vendor financing, and they can come to you for help.
Exactly. If they get stuck, if they're not sure how to deal with this situation, they can email me, they can call me, And it's 99% of the time it's all in the guide, but I'm just there to help them.
How do I get the guide?
You get the guide by going to my website, www.aussiewrapper.com.au/VIP. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Aussie Wrapper.
So now that I want to make money, can I on-sell the house?
You can on-sell the house, yes. As soon as the wrapper has paid, within 12 months they can go to the bank and refinance, or after 12 months the wrappee can sell the house as long as you contact myself that you are going to sell the house.
Okay, but while the wrappee is paying installments,
yes,
who owns the property title?
The wrapper or the investor owns the property title until they're fully paid out. They've still got the title in their name.
Okay, so you talked about the maximum term of finance. So, and you mentioned 2 years, but is there a maximum period?
The instalment contract is usually set up between 25 and 30 years, like a bank mortgage. But it's a minimum of 12 months because that's what the banks like to see, continuity of 12 months. Sometimes it's a bit longer, then they can go to the bank and refinance into the banking system.
Okay, and as the financer or the wrapper, how much do I charge in terms of interest to the wrappee?
I charge 2% higher than the banks. For example, if my loan is 4%, I charge the wrappee 6%. It's a 2% spread.
So that 2% is the cash flow that I get?
That 2% is the cash flow each week, month and year that you will make.
So how is this different from negative gearing?
Negative gearing is where you make a loss on your property. So you can only claim so many repairs and your interest loan on the loan that you've borrowed. That's how you're negative gearing. So you're actually having to find $50 or $100 or more each week to pay for the loan. This way you're making between 100 to 400, 100 a week up to 400 a month positive cash flow. Okay,
and because this is, I am the financer as a wrapper, what kind of rates do I charge? Is it a fixed rate or variable?
It's a variable rate because it's just like the banks where the variable rate, the price of the interest rate will go up. If the interest rate comes down, your interest rate comes down.
Okay, so during that term, when the wrappee is living in that house,
yes,
who is responsible for the maintenance and repairs?
These are homeowners, the wrappees, so they're responsible for the maintenance and repairs, and that is at their own expense.
And if I want to make improvements to the house to bring up the value, who is responsible for that?
The wrappee is responsible. The wrappee can contact myself and say they're going to go to the council, but they must go to the council for approval if they want to put an extra bedroom on or put a deck or anything on. They've got to go to the council for approval.
Okay, so if I want to, either myself or the wrappee wants to make money from the house, can I on-sell the house?
You can only on-sell the house if the investor, which is yourself, has been paid out their full money, then they can on-sell the house, but they've got to be paid out fully first.
Can I refinance the house?
You can refinance the house, yes. You can go to a bank and approach, but as I said, it's a minimum of 12. It's usually a minimum of 12 months.
Yeah. Okay, good. These are, I guess, the frequently asked questions from any wrapper who is interested in getting into vendor financing.
Exactly.
Do you see any other things they need to know before getting into vendor financing?
No, but it's very good to have a mentor like myself because I can steer them in the right direction of what house to buy, what house not to buy. And I always say to get out and get your leather dirty and get it worn out so you can walk up and down a few streets and talk to people. So it's very, very good to have a mentor to know exactly what you're doing.
So before I commit to a complete guide, can I get, information about what vendor financing is for free?
You certainly can. You should join my YouTube channel. It'll give you a lot of information. There's a lot of videos on there, step by step. And also you should book a phone call with me so we can go through it before you purchase my Aussie Wrapper's Complete Guide.
So what is your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is at Aussie Wrapper.
So Paul, if I want to have a free guide before committing to vendor financing, do
Yep.
you have something that I can download on your website?
Yes, Positive Cashflow Investing Secrets at www.aussiewrapper.com.au.
Okay, great. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Veronica. Thank you.